Hello again, Noah Trophy, and welcome to another video. And this one's going to be another tech review, tech video. But this one is actually going to be a very old related piece of tech in this video. And this one is actually the Xbox 360 HD DVD drive add-on for the Xbox 360. Now, for those that don't know what this is basically an add-on device that Microsoft released, which allowed you to play HD DVDs via the Xbox 360. And basically how it works is obviously you connect the device to the console. Now this this add-on actually came out in November 2006, around the time when the whole HD DVD Blu-ray format was about to start. And so basically what happened obviously was the format HD DVD, which has basically been obsolete for so long, was a format that was actually made by Toshiba, as well as a few other companies. Wanted to make the next generation of DVD. So you'd have DVD, and then they hoped that HD DVD would be the successor. And Sony, as well as a couple of other companies, in the Blu-ray Association, actually created Blu-ray. And either one was actually trying to, hope that they would win, you know what I mean? Now, the look of it is obviously quite nice, because obviously it made in, late 2006. And obviously shares that Xbox 360 vibe, the original 360 model, the way it looks and stuff. It looks quite nice. Now, on the front of it, you've got the disk drive there. So you open that, and obviously it comes out, and you can put your HD DVD or your DVD in there, and then play it and stuff. On that side, there's really isn't nothing. On that side, nothing either. On the back of it, you've got the ports and stuff. So on this port, you've got the power port, so you can plug it in, and then plug it into the plug, and then obviously you can play your DVDs and stuff. There you've got a little micro USB there, which the USB cable it comes with, obviously you connect it to the Xbox 360, and that's how it connects and stuff. There you've got two USBs, so if you want to connect the Wi-Fi adapter, which actually connects there, the two prongs, the Xbox Live camera if you want to use it and stuff. The Kinect, if you've got the original 360, you can plug it in via USB, and that's pretty much it really, or a USB drive if you want to have that. If you have a USB drive, if you have that or not. And on there you just got the logo, this is Xbox 360, and you've got a few air vents and stuff, and even on there as well. So yeah, the design of it is quite nice, quite snazzy for the time. And yeah, it's pretty cool really and stuff. So yeah, one thing I also want to show is an HD DVD kit box kit. So this is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets on HD DVD. As you can see the look of it and stuff, you've got that like dark red burgundy colour. And I would actually say it's quite nice. You know what I mean? It's definitely different from like Blu-ray and stuff, and then you just got the whole insides in there. So yeah, it just looks quite nice and stuff. So obviously that's an HD DVD, obviously Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, and then the back of it and stuff. I wanted to show you, what the discs are and stuff, even though they do look like normal discs. So yeah, an HD DVD, you know what I mean? It's just how it goes and stuff. So yeah, one thing I want to share is my experience of this format. Now, I do remember when it was commercially relevant back in late 2006, early 2007. And it was all on the news at the time about, you got HD DVD and you got Blu-ray and all this sort of stuff. And a lot of electronic stores were actually selling these, because it's an electronic store. So most of them were, selling Blu-ray, and then most of them were selling HD DVD players. I remember both Zavvi and HMV were actually selling both Blu-rays and HD DVDs. I remember one time I was actually in Zavvi, and even once with my in HMV as well with my uncle. I remember we went upstairs, and they had like a big slew amount of HD DVDs and Blu-rays. And to me, I always liked the look of the covers, you know what I mean, for HD DVDs. They just quite look nice, so they do. And I was like, wow, that's pretty amazing. And I remember they had two televisions. They had one that had that was connected to a HD DVD player, and the other one that was connected to a Blu-ray. And to me, they just look the same, really. You know what I mean? I know there's little, little nitbits there you can see that's, that one has, a bit clearer and the other one hasn't. But to me, it's sort of the same. You know what I mean? Even though they have both different formats, the same to me. You know what I mean? And I do remember back in on the news. I remember hearing on the news that when HD was discontinued, because it was announced back in February 2008, and then it was discontinued the following month, and then everyone moved on to Blu-ray, and most stores were just getting rid of everything, and that's just what they did. When HD DVDs came out, the standard players, I think they're around like £600, £700, which is a lot of money, you know what I mean? Especially in 2006. Whereas Blu-ray players were about £1,000, over £1,000, which is ridiculously expensive. It's crazy looking now that you can get a Blu-ray player for like under £40, £50 brand new. Just how times, change and stuff. So, having this add-on, if you owned an Xbox 360, was actually a lot more enticing. Because this was actually £200 when it came out. £180, sorry, it was $200 in America. So I think if you already had an Xbox 360 and you wanted to get into the high definition of films and stuff, this was a great, option. And that was, a nice thing about it. So, it's just how it goes and stuff. But even if you didn't have an Xbox 360 and you were still enticed about it, you actually were saving a bit of money by buying both an Xbox 360 and the HD DVD player add-on, and you were saving a bit of money. When, Sony's PS3, PlayStation 3, had the Blu-ray player built in, and that's, one thing that made a lot more things change. Towards the end of it, you might be thinking, well, what really, caused it to, die off and stuff. One was Sony's PlayStation 3 having the built-in Blu-ray player. And with that being a lot more cheaper, a lot more people bought a PlayStation 3 just because it's Blu-ray player back than a standard Blu-ray player, which is a lot more cheaper. Because you got to think, back then, a PlayStation 3 was like £450, £500. It was a lot of money, but it was like half the price of a standard Blu-ray player. Also, after a while, a lot of companies began to make exclusive content for Blu-ray rather than HD DVD. And over time, a lot more companies, went to Blu-ray, and a lot of people stopped buying HD DVDs and all that sort of stuff. And then once it discontinued, people just didn't really bother, you know what I mean? They became really, really cheap, like, £200, £100, 90, 80, they were going low, because most people didn't really flipping care about it. So that's what ended up happening. But it's an interesting little, device and stuff. I actually got this back in August 2012 on the C Exchange website. It's a shop we have over in the UK. And they were selling them really, really cheap online for like £5. And I thought, do you know what? £5's not bad, do you know what I mean? So I bought it, and I played a few HD DVDs on it. So I've got more than just Harry Potter. And they're actually really, really good to play, and watch and stuff. It's just nice to think, you're watching an outdated format from like 2006, today. It's just a nice feeling and stuff. And they are quite affordable, like because most people don't really give a damn anymore. They think HD DVDs, why the heck are you buying that? Isn't that really a waste of money? You know what I mean? But it's just a little cool little piece and stuff, an interesting format. It's like, I'd say the same like Betamax by Sony. Most people don't really talk about Betamax anymore because it's just a format that didn't really exist in most. Actually, Sony was actually making Betamax tapes all the way until last year. And that format came out like 40 years ago. You know what I mean? That is crazy. But, yeah, it's just how, things go. It's quite nice to experience, all the old technology and stuff. That's what I've always liked with technology. Experiencing stuff that I may have, seen when it was relevant, or experiencing stuff that's like 25, 30, 35 years old. It's like, you know, from like all that time ago, and never experienced it, and think, do you know what? I want to try that. You know what I mean? And that's just how it goes. It's nice to look back at the old technology and see how it is and stuff. So yeah, the HD player add-on for the 360, an interesting little device and stuff. Like I said, definitely looks like a Nintendo Wii, if you're going to say that. You know what I mean? When you stand it up and stuff. But one thing I want to say is, before I finish this video, is you can actually use this device on a personal computer, on a PC, laptop, whatever. And that's something that makes these a lot more interesting, because standard DVD drives are quite expensive. You know what I mean? I know a lot of them are really, really cheap. And that's one of the biggest interesting things about this, is that you can use it on a laptop and stuff. So if you've got one of these lying around and you want to watch some DVDs on your laptop, go ahead. You know what I mean? It's quite a nice thing. But one thing that's interesting is when connected to a laptop or a computer, you can play, obviously, HD DVDs as well as CDs. And the thing interesting about this is, when it's connected to an Xbox 360, it doesn't play CDs. Which is quite strange, you know what I mean? That if you connect it to a laptop, it plays CDs, but it doesn't on a 360. So yeah, that's just a bit of an interesting thing that, you know, to know about it. It's a good DVD drive, it really, really is, because I've used it many, many times like that. Is it worth, you know, buying one of these? If you're into old technology, I would say so, because it's interesting to see that library of films and, you know, programs that are released on the HD DVD format. But if you're not really into it, you think it's a waste of time, and if you're not really like into like looking at old technology, I don't think it's worth the time. But if you're interested in thinking, I might check it out, you know what I mean? Buy a few films, buy the players, because even the standard standard HD DVD players are quite affordable, because most people don't really care anymore, you know what I mean? But it's an interesting little artifact, you know, to look back in, you know, time and stuff. Like I said, as I just said, you know, earlier on, Betamax, that happened as well, you know what I mean? But, yeah, just an interesting little device and stuff. So I just want to say, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And my next video will actually be on Thursday. And the reason why I'm making one on Thursday is because in the region that I'm in, it's actually the Wii U's 5th birthday. I know that was celebrated a few weeks ago in America, but I'm going to be doing a bit of a Wii U anniversary video. So I hope you look forward to that on Thursday. I've got my Alex Francis sketch coming on Friday, and my other video on Saturday. So you'll be getting a lot of content this week and stuff, like the previous week. The next week after that, it'll be just the standard 3 videos, but I hope that you look forward to that. So I just want to say, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all later. Hope you're all having a good week anyway, and see you later. Bye.